student, good morning. Today we have to study multiplication and division of integers. Last class we have studied addition and subtraction of integers. Today we will study multiplication and division of integers. So multiplication of integers, in this we have to see two things. One, whether the two integers are of same sign or they are of different sign. First case, when they are of same sign. For example, if we have integer 4 multiplied by 3, you will get the answer 12. Here what you will do is that you will take the absolute value of this integer and this integer, multiply them and put the common sign. Here also, if you take two negative integers, -4 and -3, again you will get the answer 12, because you will take the absolute value of the two integers and multiply them and put a positive sign. Okay, now when you have the two integers with opposite sign or with different sign, in that case, if you take two integers, for example -4 multiplied by 3, the two integers are of different sign. One is -4, the other one is +3. In that case, we will multiply the absolute value or the integral value of the two integers and then put the negative sign for -4. Then -12 is the answer. Let us take another example, -3 into 4. Here also, we will take integral value of -3 as 3, integral value of this as 4. So 3 4s are 12. Answer will be 12, but we will put negative sign because the two integers are of opposite sign. Whenever they are of same sign, we'll multiply the absolute value of the two integers, put the positive sign. Whether they are negative or positive doesn't matter. If they are of the same sign, we'll multiply the absolute value of the two integers and put the positive sign only. And if the two integers are of opposite sign, one is positive, one is negative, then we will multiply the absolute value of the two integers and put a negative sign, as I have shown you over here. Now there is one more thing. When you have a continuous 3, 4, 5 integers or 6 integers or 7 integers you have to multiply, then in that case you have to see that how many integers are of negative sign. If odd number of integers are of negative sign, you will have to put minus to the answer, negative sign to the answer. If even number of integers are there with negative sign, then you have to put positive sign to the answer. For example, 2 into -2 into -3 into -4 into 2. Okay, what is the answer? We will multiply the absolute value of all these integers. 2 3s are 6, 6 4s are 24, 2s are 48. So 48 is the answer. Now whether we will put negative sign to this answer or positive sign to this answer, that depends on how many integers are with negative sign. If there are 3 integers with negative sign, 3 is an odd number. 3 is an odd number. Therefore, we will have to put a negative sign to the answer. Now same question, if you have -1 into -2 into -3 into -4 into 2. Now in this case, 1, 2, 3, 4 values, 4 integers are of negative sign. So 4 is an even number. 1, 2, 3, 4 integers are of negative sign. The 4 is an even integer, even number. So answer we will write and we will put a positive sign to it. 2 3 is 6, 4 is 24, 2 is 48. So 48 is the answer. It is not minus 48, it is 48 over here. Here it is minus 48 because there are 3 integers with negative sign. Here it is plus 48 because there are 4 integers with negative sign. 4 is an even number. Okay. Whenever you have odd number of integers with negative sign, you will have to put a negative sign to the answer of multiplication. When you have to multiply some integers with even number of integers with negative sign, you have to put a positive sign to the answer. Okay. Now about properties of integers. Properties of multiplication of integers. Number 1 is closure property. Closure property, as I told you in addition and subtraction also, when two integers are added or subtracted, their answer is also an integer, so it is true for addition and subtraction of integers. Okay. Now same is also true in case of multiplication of integer. A into B will give you an answer C. If A and B are integers, then answer C is also an integer. For example, 3 into 4 will give you 12. 3 and 4 are integers. 12 is also an integer. Minus 2 into minus 5 will give you plus 10. 2 and minus 2 and minus 5 are integers. Answer is also an integer. So closure property is true in case of integers. Number 2 is commutative property. In commutative property, when two integers are multiplied, and when two integers are multiplied irrespective of their position, if first is multiplied with the second or if second is multiplied with the first, both the cases answer will be same. For example, A into B will be same as B into A. Let us take one example, minus 2 into minus 3 or minus 3 into minus 2. Let us see if the answer is coming same. Here minus 2 into minus 3, we will multiply the absolute value of minus 2 and minus 3, which is 2 and 3. So we will multiply that and we will get 2 3 is 6. Since these there are two integers with negative sign, so we will put a plus sign over here. 2 is an even number, so we will put a plus sign. Here also two integers with negative sign. We will multiply the absolute value of the two integers and put a plus sign. 3 2 is 6, so 6 is the answer. So in both the cases we got 6 as answer. So commutative property is also true in case of multiplication of integers. Third one is associative property. Okay, student, now we will study associative property of multiplication. In this case, if you multiply three integers or more integers, if you multiply them in any order, you will get the same answer. This is called associative property of multiplication of integers. Now here A into B is multiplied, their answer is multiplied with C, or else A is multiplied by the product of B and C. In this case, both answers are same. For example, 2 multiplied by 3 multiplied by 4 or 2 multiplied by 3 multiplied by 4. Let us see if the answer is same or not. 2 3s are 6. 6 4s are 24. So this side we got 24. Here 2 multiplied by 3 4s are 12. So again 12 2s are 24. So this shows that associative property is true in case of multiplication of integers. Now this associative property, you can take the example of negative integers also and you will get the same result. Okay. Now let us study one more very important property, that is distributive property. This is true in case of distribution of addition over multiplication over addition and multiplication over subtraction also. Now first we will take multiplication over addition. So A into B plus C will be equal to A into B plus A into C. See, in this case, multiplication is distributed over addition. See, A into B plus A into C here. So multiplication is distributed over addition. Let us take an example. Again 2 into 3 into 5 equal to 2 into 3 plus 2 into 5. Sorry, 3 plus 5 here. Now 2 into 3 plus 5. 3 plus 5 will be 8. So 8 to the 16 is the answer. Here 2 3s are 6 plus 5 to the 10. 10 and 6 is 16 answer. So this is distributive property of multiplication over addition. Now let us study distributive property of multiplication over subtraction. Now, distributive property of multiplication over subtraction. Here we have three integers, and second and third is subtracted. Their answer is multiplied with the first one. Okay, is equal to multiplication of first and second one minus multiplication of first and third one. Here we see that multiplication is distributed over subtraction. Okay. Now let us take an example. 2 into 2 into 5 minus 4, for example, is equal to 2 into 5 minus 2 into 4. Let us see. 2 multiplied by 5 minus 4 is 1, is equal to 2 5s are 10 minus 4 2s are 8. Now here 2 1s are 2 is equal to 10 minus 8 is also 2. So here we see that distributive property of multiplication over subtraction. So multiplication is distributed over subtraction, and earlier we have studied that distributive property of multiplication is also true over addition. So this is true. Now there are few smaller property like multiplicative identity, which is that multiplicative identity. See, 1 is an integer which is multiplied by another integer to get that another integer only. So 1 is called the multiplicative identity. For example, 5 into 1 will give you 5. Minus 2 into 1 will give you minus 2. So 1 is called the multiplicative identity. Now there is one more thing which is multiplicative inverse. One more thing which is called multiplicative inverse. That is multiplicative inverse is also called reciprocal. See, reciprocal means a number when multiplied by its reciprocal gives 1. For example, 5, its reciprocal will be, or multiplicative inverse will be 1 by 5. Minus 2, its reciprocal will be 1 by minus 2. Okay. Now when you multiply these two numbers, a number and an integer and its multiplicative inverse, you will get the answer 1. So multiplicative inverse is the reciprocal of that number. Okay. Now 0 is a number whose multiplicative inverse doesn't exist. So 0 multiplicative inverse will be, it should be 1 by 0, but 1 by 0 doesn't exist. So we will write doesn't exist. So these are all about properties of multiplication of integers, and I have taught you how to multiply 2, 3 integers. Now I'll give you some one exercise in PDF form which you will solve in your copy, in your whichever copy, like in your maths previous year's copy in which you have done your first exercise, or in a rough copy in which you have done your first exercise. These exercises have to be shown whenever the school reopens. Okay, so do them. I mean, exercise 1B I will give you today in the PDF form. You will solve them in your copy neatly and tidily, and whenever the school reopens, we will check it, evaluate it, and give you marks also for that. So remember that, and stay home, stay safe. Thank you.